Well, hello there and welcome back and happy holiday weekend, at least here in the United States. Well, the story of the week that was Ubuntu 16.04 goes into the horse stable bin of history, as in horse doo-doo. I ran the usual software updates in Zubuntu and the system froze. I figured I'll reboot, no problem. Rebooted and the files went into space. They got zapped, as you see my lightning bolts here on the desktop. Anyway, yeah, I'm not sure what happened, but anyway, I no longer use Ubuntu. I use Ubuntu Mate 16.04, and so far it is stable, but hey, stuff can happen, right? With that in mind, let's go into a special edition comments corner. Many comments on this and my other video, the one after this, but this one commenting on Linux crashes, files gone. Now what? All right, let's take a look at some of your comments. Check out GRSync from Abraham Friedman. I believe that is a backup utility. Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to check out a backup piece of software, go right ahead. But keep in mind, if the base system is unstable to start with, I don't trust backup stuff. I don't use it in Linux or in Windows. The best backup the best way to back up things is with an external hard drive. I have two of them. So if you want to truly protect your files, don't use the software, just back it up manually. TOS Black Death says a lot of people are having trouble with Ubuntu 16.04 versions. It is trash, avoid at all cost. Well, in my Lenovo desktop, Ubuntu 16.04 is just about flawless so far. So at least in my Lenovo machine, I'm not having any issues. Without Judgment says cloud storage. Sure, I had some on the cloud on Google Drive, but as I wrote, I have two external hard drives. John Mal. Hello, John. Let's see, no perfect operating system. I think I will stick with Mint. I am not going to immediately download a new one when it comes out either. Still do booting with Mint and mcol, no problem so far. Excellent. The nice thing about mcol is in Spatri's form, you get answers fast. Yes, that is true. As far as Ubuntu 16.04 versions, I keep hearing nightmare after nightmare. Well, again, it was a nightmare on this machine, but in my Lenovo, maybe the hardware is better. I just don't know. Mikhail, hello Mikhail. I've had crashing on renaming, moving, or even deleting a file with Dunar, but I've never experienced this before. Yes, you just reminded me. I believe since the release of Zubuntu 16.04, there has been a bug with Dunar crashing, and I'm surprised they released it even with that serious bug, and I think that's what caused my files to go bye-bye. That OS should not have been released, and I just proved it. Victor Kayello. Alright, so if a distro bleeps up, we say Linux has crashed. I felt like crashing. Sorry for the files being lost, man. I personally use Arches. I see it as a better distro because no package breaks and things when that happens. Well, I am testing Manjaro based on Arch on my Lenovo ThinkPad, and so far so good. Alright, KD Janor 1990 says, so 16.04 still beta, then normal user, then need to wait for the update. Well, I believe the next point release is due in about a month or so that probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Michael Kem. Computer rule number 1, don't put any important files on your home directory. Just use a different partition or even hard drive. I prefer, again, the external hard drive. Thank you, Michael. Okay, Joe Johnson, if you use Manjaro, this wouldn't happen. Really? Okay, well, maybe you're right. I recommend Timeshift, which is like System Restore Windows. Again, I prefer the manual way to back up stuff, but thank you, Joe. Kyrie Holmes, I barely have data on my 320 gigabyte laptop drive. Excuse me. So reloads are not hard to do. Everything is on my 500 gig external hard drive. Very good. If it were to have bad sectors, I'd cry, which I lost over 40 gigabytes of that on my last external hard drive out of an old compact Presario laptop with bad sectors and destroyed my data. Yeah, well, look, if the hard drive crashes, I mean, what can you do? That's why I have two external hard drives. Question: I'm using Linux Mint 17.3 Mate, and it has been great to me, but it does not come with any backup program, so I can back up an external hard drive. Can you suggest one? Yeah, I believe most, at least Ubuntu-based distros, have a backup utility called simply uh, backup. If I'm not mistaken, it's here somewhere. I think. I don't know. Like I said, I don't really trust the built-in software for backups. I think this one has it too somewhere. I'm not really sure. Um, Let me see. Let me try Synapse here. Backups. All right. Well, I guess it's called backups. But yeah, you can try this. You can try the first comment grn sync, something like that. But again, I prefer manual backups. Okay, let's see. Armand Jeet. Whom to blame? Well, Armand, at this point, it don't really care. It doesn't really matter because Zubuntu again should not have been released. Run with the dolphin. Toss, that is phenomenal. What phenomenal? What the heck was the update process doing that it even access your home folder is a real question. And an LTS to boot. Well, the LTS part, I don't know. It just should not have been released. There was a major bug, and yeah, I've been googling on your occurrence. Have you seen any other posts? Yes, I have. Again, it was a bug, a known bug in the initial release with a bug in the Thunar file manager. As far as partitions go, I think I used the automatic installer, or maybe not, but I just had two partitions to swap in the root, and maybe having a separate home partition might have saved my stuff. But at this point, if the system is unstable, I don't really care. Okay, Gary ZW, hello. I'm sure this issue will be fixed, and many may have already been. I have lost important files with Windows. Also, no, I use Linux exclusively. I have a separate home partition which is backed up to a 2 GB external drive. And even those files are backed up to Google Drive and Mega Drive. Yes, backup after backup to be safe. Since Windows 7, I haven't lost any files. In fact, since Windows 7, I have not had a blue screen of crap. It just hasn't happened. So I've been very lucky with Windows so far. Man, I have a feeling I'm not alone. Okay, Blazik Kozlowski. Blazik. Oh man, I was about to install the latest Zubuntu on my little netbook. Don't do it. Now I know not to do until they release the fix, or just go with something else. I would just go with something else. Linux Mint 17.3, when I last had it, seemed okay. Like I say here, Ubuntu Mate seems okay so far, and I trust the developer Martin Wimpress. The Prez05, yes, there was a link here to the Domido. He reviews, I'm assuming it's a he, the Zubuntu Xenial Xeris, which is seriously bad. And I believe he gave it a rating of 3 out of 10. In my book, any OS that rates less than a 7 out of 10 is basically garbage. File it under, trash. Anyway, the Prez05 continues. If you read the Domino's review, he said how buggy and terrible this release is. Yes. Okay, Guido Verdoes. What is the HP logo? Oh, that's I have to reinstall it, but that's my Run with the Dolphin replied. That's the HLib Toolbox GUI for printing. Yes. John Hager, hello John. Use Manjaro XFCE. I am testing that in my Lenovo ThinkPad, as I said, and it's so far so good. What is your current daily Linux distro you use for every day? Well, I guess right now it's going to be Ubuntu Mate, but you see here, but I have in my desktop, as I said, I have Ubuntu 16.04, seems nice, and I'm currently testing the Manjaro XFCE version. Manjaro XFCE seems stable. It's more of a learning curve, but is it stable? Yes, I would have to say it is. Rob Monet. Well, you choose the easy way, Zubuntu, and now you're paying for it. Well, I expect a system to be at least stable if it's an LTS, right? I've went for the easy way in the past and paid many times. For the last 3 years, I'm using Gentoo. Really? Gentoo? Well, I believe Android is based off of Gentoo, so it must be good, right? And never lost anything. And like I was reading from someone's comment, you put your files on a different partition, or even better, another hard drive. Yes, I have another hard drive. 2 of them. Zanaris Falador. Hello, Zanaris. You must be kicking and screaming. Yeah, there's some other words I want to say, but this is a family channel, so I'll just say fiddlesticks. Joe Steiger. Hello. I've used Test Disk and Scalpel. Yes, those are test recovery programs I've tried. They'll recover bits and pieces of your stuff, but then you have to go back and see which is recoverable, salvageable. I'm not going to spend hours doing that. It's a waste of my time. But thanks, Joe, for the tip. Zachary Jones. I don't know what Canonical was thinking with this release. Well, I don't think Canonical is the problem. I think the guys, the girls and guys who run Zubuntu, they just missed this one, and it happened. So, I'm angry, but I guess I can't blame them. We're all human. We all make mistakes. But no, I mean, Ubuntu 16.04, for me at least, it's fine as my backup operating. Well, I guess my true backup operating system is Windows 10. Oh, the blasphemy, I know. But my Linux backup is Ubuntu. Gustavo N. Now, the thought of the year. Why among so many distros, none is good enough at this point? Orca Flaughter replied, Mark Larson and Gustavo. I know a lot of good enough distros at this point. Well, last time I checked, Gustavo, there were about 600 Linux distributions, including the forks, offshoots, remakes, whatever you want to call it. And it almost seems like there isn't a single one. This probably is not true, but it makes me feel like what happened this week, that there isn't a single Linux distribution that is good enough for in a production environment, such as what I do, producing videos and content. Not an issue in Windows 10, certainly not an issue with Apple. That's why a lot of professional YouTubers use Apple. Must be for a reason, but when it comes to Linux distributions, man, boy, out of the 600, maybe 5 are really good to use every day for production. It sure seems that way. Okay, some more between Gustavo and Orca. Let's see. That's the last time we want a major company getting involved in Linux. Well, I believe that as far as quote-unquote a standard quality Linux desktop, I think Google has the resources, and there's been talk of combining Android and Chrome OS apps into a single machine. That is awesome. Think how many Android products there are in the world, smartphones, tablets. So yes, I would consider buying a Android PC suitable for video production. Okay, C128D, what's up? And people wonder why I never save files on my boot operating system. I save everything on separate drives. Yes, that's certainly good advice. Again, I prefer external drives. Some replies, RK Mugen, never put all your eggs in the same basket. Yep, that's certainly true. Ghost67, same here. Yep. Mark Zajac. Hello, Mark. Wow, that sucks. It sure does. Better you than me. Thanks, pal. Just kidding. I've been sticking with Linux Mint based on 14.04. Okay, it's been rock solid from the sound of your other YouTubes. It doesn't appear that 16.04 code base is stable yet. That depends. I don't, Zubuntu definitely stay away from. For me, Ubuntu seems okay. Anyway, what can I say? So I'm holding off until it stabilizes. See ya, Toss. I'll see you, Mark. Okay, yes, I did reply. Yes, wait. Orca says, I guess once Mint 18 is released, we can be quite sure that the 16.04 code base is okay. But in the meantime, why don't you try LMDE? I think I tried it once. Even that had a bug with the file manager. It wasn't as bad as this, but I do like Debian distributions. I will tell you this, when it comes to stability, the two most stable Linux distros I have ever used is Debian, or something called Point Linux based off of Debian. Everything just seems to work. It's not the latest cutting edge. It may not look pretty, but it works. And the other one that seems stable is PC Linux OS. Those two appear to be the most stable in terms of all the software that I use, and not just the default operating system. Ralph Bromley, hello. Yeah, but let's be honest, Windows can also trash a file system. Is it possible? Yes. It has never, ever, well, since Windows 7, it has never happened to me, and anyway, it works for me. Michael Haney, hello Michael, I work in tech support. I've seen Windows trash files frequently. That's kind of surprising, often for no reason at all. Let's see here. I use Ubuntu Mate as my daily driver. Well, I guess, Michael, that is my daily driver. Oh, yes, I did mention vote for the YouTuber of the Year, Dr. Sandra Lee. Now, Kevin, is that Dr. Pimple Popper? All right, and I saw her chant. If that's the one, she's kind of cute. Anyway, all right, thank you for all of your comments. It is greatly appreciated. I don't want to make this video too long. If you have any other suggestions or updates or advice, please let me know. Yes, please vote. There's a couple days left to vote for the May 2016 YouTuber of the Month. A couple days left. And a reminder that last year's YouTuber of the Month, I believe March, Stephanie Forian. Hi, Stephanie. She has a terrific new CD out. It took almost 18 months to do this project, actually longer. I spoke to her twice. So congratulations. It's a dream come true for her. Check it out. And I'll have a link for this below in the show notes. That's it. That's all I have for this one. I do have this new logo here. What do you guys think? Is it okay? I needed to do something positive after my crappy week, and even it's so bad, even my car battery's crapping out. Good thing I have a jump starter. It's time to get a new battery. I can't do it tomorrow. It's a holiday. The garage is closed. Oh well. All right, that's all I have for this one. As always, enjoy your technology. Please don't text and drive. Don't forget to subscribe and support. Very important. And that's it. I will catch you guys later, hopefully in a non-crash environment. Take care.